Proverbs 15:18 tells us this: a hot-tempered man stirs up conflict, but a man slow to anger calms strife. Here's another proverb that speaks directly to a lot of things that we probably get involved in. There's different times in our lives, maybe more often than we would want, we have a conflict with somebody. Maybe somebody did something wrong to us. Maybe we said something wrong to somebody else. There's a conflict. But the way we deal with this conflict, the way we deal with the wrong that we did or the wrong that people did to us is very important. Especially when somebody does something to us, we tend to get very angry. It's easy to get angry. Some people more than others. And if we get angry, then the other person gets defensive. Even though they were wrong, the whole thing can escalate very, very quickly. And so the Proverbs is telling us, as children of God, when these conflicts come up, when something happens where we want to be angry, where we normally be angry, we have to be careful about that. If we're slow to anger, it says, eventually we may get angry, but our initial reaction should be some way calm and peaceful, instead of yelling and screaming and throwing things or whatever, however we respond in those situations normally. We have to be careful and to use calming words. Is it always going to work? No, it's not always going to, be all right with the other person, or, they're not always automatically going to go, oh, well, yeah, this guy's calm, so everything's good. But there's a much better chance if we respond in that way. And one of the problems with us responding in anger and a conflict escalating, sometimes something small ends up being something really big. Because the more it goes back and forth, the angrier each person gets, the meaner what they're saying gets. And it can actually end up in people actually fighting, hitting each other. And there's been cases of people dying. It gets to the point where somebody gets killed. So it's very responsible of us as a child of God to try and keep it calm. Try to keep the peace. As much as we can, the Bible tells us to be peacemakers. That's God's desire for us. That was what Jesus did. Yes, he got angry at things, but he had a calming spirit about him, and we should try to develop that kind of calming spirit.